You know what? I'll approve this one.
Hey, what's up, my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the TransArt Metal Spider. So here we are, and there she is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. Right up front, we have some nice artwork, recreating that scene from the show, and I just killed her. This always happens, but anyway. Recreating the scene from the show. The bottom of the box just has the rest of the picture. On the side of the box, just have more of that picture. On this side, more of that picture. Up top, Metal Spider. On the back, you have a nice full-color image there of the Metal Spider Queen. Very nice. BWM08. And that's basically it for the packaging. Also included is the collector's card with that same image there of a Metal Spider, and on the back you have tech specs if that interests you. Hooray for cards. Then moving right along, here we have Metal Spider, and this is TransArt's take on Transmetal, or Transmetal 2, Blackarachnia. And first and foremost, I want to say a big thank you to the good people at Bombasby.net for sending this out my way to take a look at. Thank you very much. But yes, here is Blackarachnia in her robot mode. She is packed in robot mode and looks gorgeous in my opinion. But let's get in close so we can take a look, not at those abs, but at that noggin. There is that noggin. And a gorgeous head sculpt here. Gorgeous head sculpt. Love the coloration. The paintwork on this figure is just phenomenal. Looks great. Nice red for the eyes there. Get a nice gold in there as well. Just lovely, lovely, beautiful coloration here. On the shoulder pads, you got that nice metallic red and blue. The whole body done in that nice metallic color. Just looks fantastic. Look at that chest plate. Look at that chest plate. Have you seen a more beautiful chest plate? I haven't. Anyway, there we got her golden panties, because, you know, Blackarachnia rocks the golden panties. Why not? Dare I say why not? Got her claws there done in a nice silver. You can see his little arm blades here. Again, love the coloration. It goes from red into a gold. Again, beautifully done. Got the calves there, the shins. Again, really gorgeous coloration going on in there. Little high heel boots. Then moving up the back. Got the Blackarachnia booty. Now this is like the minimal version of the backpack. You can give her a bigger backpack, but this is the minimal version of the backpack. You can see the nice spider legs done. Again, very nice purple. Again, all the coloration on this figure is fantastic. Looks gorgeous. Looks absolutely gorgeous. Now, articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint, so you can get some wiggly waggly. You also have this transformation joint on the neck. You can kind of do that if you want to. It looks weird, but you can do it. You can look up a bit, do squirrel. Can look down and be like, what are those? She can do a full 360. Shoulder pads are on a ball joint, so these can kind of move out of the way for you. The arms can rotate, although it's quite a stiff joint. I need to loosen that screw. But hands can do a full 360. They're squeaky right now, can move in and out. You do have bicep rotation. You do have a double jointed elbow. You have nothing at the wrist, unfortunately, so she does have the bicep curl arms, which I know might put some people off, but it is what it is. Her thumb can move up and down, and that's pretty much all the finger articulation you get. Again, you got these blades here. You can bring these down if you want to, or leave them up. That's totally up to you what you want to do. You do have, it's not waist rotation, it's basically the upper body is on a ball joint, so you have wiggly waggly rotation, a little bit of a crunch going on there as well. As far as the legs, you have a couple joints to work here with the legs. You have a double joint here, so you can bring those legs down. You have this joint here to allow the legs to move outwards, so you get all kinds of range of movement. You can get those legs all the way up, doing them high kicks. Outward movement, again, you can get all the way out, do the full splits, and then some. You do have thigh rotation, a bit squeaky, but it is there. You do have rotation right above the knee also. That's for transformation, but hey, you can use it for posing also if you wish. You do have a double jointed knee. So you do have full movement there. As far as the feet, they can move up on this hinge, they can move down. You do have rotation, but it's there. There's a cut there, but no, it's not a cut. I'm sorry. That's just a panel line there. That's not a cut. I thought it was a cut. But you move upward, move downward. You do have ankle tiltage. The heel itself is on a hinge, but I have not been able to move it, and I don't want to try to move it because, honestly, I don't want to risk breaking it, but it's on a pin, so it seems like it should move, but it just doesn't want to move. It might just be that stuck. As far as the spider legs themselves go behind her back, each one is at a ball joint at the base, and you have a hinge here. And that is pretty much all the articulation you get there. Now, a word of warning about the spider legs. The spider legs are packed separately in the box, and this hinge is stupid tight right out of the box. And I ended up, I don't know if you can see it there, I ended up snapping one, and I had to glue it back together, so that one doesn't move anymore. But I got the rest of them moving just fine. But yeah, these hinges are super, super stiff right out of the joint, and, you know, stupid me, I was just like, let me just put some extra force behind it, and I just snapped it. So don't do what I did. Don't be stupid like me. What you want to do when you first take these out of the box is you basically want to grab it like right here. You want to grab it like right where this piece is kind of meeting the hinge, and then just pull it down and you'll get it moving. And once it starts moving, it'll basically loosen itself up, and then it will bend just fine. But right out of the box, you have to be careful. So remember, just grab it close to the hinge. Don't grab it up here and pull it, because you'll snap it. Grab it right here, right where this piece meets the hinge, pull it down and undo it, and just, you know, work it in, and it'll loosen itself up, and it'll be just fine. So yeah, be very careful with those spider legs right out of the box. Now, as far as accessories go, you get a weapon here, and it's just the head of the spider mode, but it's a really good looking head sculpt there for the spider mode. Again, love the coloration there. You do have transparent red for the eyes. You can't see it all that well, but it is a nice transparent red plastic. The mandibles here are spring-loaded, so you can chompa. The mouth can open and close as well, so you can get more chompa. What you do here is you have this post that's going to go over, this port rather, is going to go over this post here on her hand, and you can just plug that in right there, and she can chompa, and all of that good stuff right there. You do also get this big chunk right here, and this is pretty much like, you know, like 95% of the spider mode. But again, we can take a look at the coloration. Beautiful coloration again. Looks gorgeous. Looks absolutely gorgeous. So you can leave this off and have the much cleaner backpack, or you can attach this all. There are just two posts right back here, two ports right there. So if you want to, you can just take this and, of course, be mindful of the legs, and just plug that on, and now you got all that going on. These are on hinges. You can splay them out and rock them back a little bit. So, you know, again, it gives her a lot more backpack and can make her a bit back heavy, but luckily I have her nice and balanced, so yay, she didn't fall over. But you can have that look totally going on if you want to. So you have the option there, and as always, options are good. And the last thing you get is a display base here, just done in a transparent plastic. You do have to put it together yourself. It's just, you know, 3 pieces to put together. You do have this little chunk of metal. At first I thought this was a magnet, but it's not. It's just a chunk of metal to plug in down here just to give the base some weight, because otherwise you're going to put the figure on there, it's just going to fall right over because this weighs nothing. So a little chunk of metal there just to give it some weight. You have this adapter right here, which is for the robot mode, and you also get a second adapter that is for the spider mode. But basically how this works is you just take this, and this will just hook in right under here, right where this hinges. So you just take it, and it will just hook right in, like so, and voila. And you can kind of put her in some little jumping, flying poses, whatever, but it's a little display base to keep her up. Hey, things you can do if you want to do it. And one more feature with this figure is you can remove her chest plate. It's just on a magnet, and you can just remove it. I'm not going to show what's under here. It's not anatomically correct per se, but I'm still not going to show it. But You can remove her chest plate. If anything, it's really annoying because while you're transforming her, the chest plate constantly wants to fall off because the magnet's not really that strong. I might end up just gluing that on her, honestly. But yeah, that's it's the thing you can do if you want to do it. Even makes her weak at the knees, apparently. So there you have that. And now for comparison. I don't have a Transmetal Blackarachnia, but I do have the Kingdom Blackarachnia here. And of course I have the Masterpiece Blackarachnia, so you can see how that works out. And if you want a measurement to the top of her head, she measures in at about 6 inches tall. So that is basically it for the robot mode, and I think it looks absolutely fantastic. It looks gorgeous in my opinion, but let's get down to transformation, shall we? Let's! So the first thing you want to do is just kind of get these shoulder pads out of the way, and you want to just bring her shoulders out, and this is a screw you might want to loosen if her arms are too tight. I may have to loosen that. I definitely will have to loosen that screw. But anyway, undo that, and once that is done, you can extend this entire armature here. Make sure you extend all of that, and get that up and out of the way like that. You can then bring in the spider mode head section here and rotate this back piece 180. And you're going to take this and plug it over this post right here. And you can leave this here in robot mode if you want to for storage. Totally up to you what you want to do there. But you just plug that in like that. And once you have done that, we're going to get these arms situated here. So you want to rotate the arm up. Squeaky, squeaky. Bring that up and then shift the arm in. You want to rotate the arm at the bicep. Bring the little claw blades down. And I like to just kind of angle these out, and there's a double hinge here, and I like to kind of bring these up. It doesn't say to do this in the instructional video that I saw, but I do it because I think it just looks a little bit better. But you got that going on, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Second verse, just like the first. So squeaky, squeaky, rotate that up, bring that in, and rotate the arm at the bicep, the bicep, the boocep. Bring that down. Again, I just like to angle it down a little bit, and then just collapse that up and bring that little blade out. And there, you got that going on. Next thing we can do now is just take these shoulder pads and just rotate them forward and just bring them down. Rotate them forward, bring them down. You take her head and rotate it 180, and just leave that there for now. And now we're going to start working on her leg. So you want to rotate the bottom of her leg. You want to bring the hip out just enough so you can rotate the leg up and just clear everything there. And you're going to bend the leg around like that, and then you can just kind of adjust everything. And so as far as the foot goes, you're just going to bring the foot up, and then you're going to use that ankle hinge and just bring the foot all the way down so it's sitting just like that. And we're going to do the same thing. Excuse me, we're going to do the same thing on the other side. It's making my voice go. So bring that around, rotate, and swing all that up and under like that. Bring the foot up. Bring that foot to the side. As you can see, we basically just took the majority of her body and just kind of balled it up like that. So now we're going to come here and we're going to unfold these panels. Just bring them out. This little red bit here. Just angle that forward. Same thing here. Just open that up. Angle that forward like so. So now what we're going to do is we're going to bring her body up at this hinge right here. So this red piece is going to get pushed down like that. So that way all this will sit like so. You want this red piece ending up under her feet. So make sure all of that is just sitting like that. And that's how you want that pretty much looking back there. We're going to take her head and use that extra neck joint here and extend it so it can just sit in this little opening right there for it. And just get everything just nice and squozen. Again, that's pretty much how you want everything looking back there. And the last thing to do is just close all this up. Now this side will clip over this side, so be mindful of that clip there. Bring that down, and then you can close these side panels up. Just get everything nice and squozen. You have little tabs and slots right here, so you can get things lined up. Just get that all situated as best you can. Okay, you can get those spider legs positioned however you want. And there you go. There you have the metal spider in her alt mode. Oh, she squeaked. She squeaked as she spun. My God, she screeched. She screeched at me. Anyway, there she is in her spider mode. And just like the robot mode, it looks gorgeous, looks fantastic. The detail, the coloration, it just looks so very good. Let's get in close here so we can take a look at that spider noggin again. Love the paintwork, love the coloration, the detail looks fantastic. Got those little claws there sticking out. Getting some nice detail there on the spider legs. Just ignore the one that I broke. But as far as the body of the spider itself, again, look at that. That looks gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Have I mentioned this looks gorgeous? It looks gorgeous! Freaking gorgeous. See that back section there. That spider booty. It's a beautiful spider booty right there. All comes together nicely. But yeah. Looks fantastic. Looks absolutely fantastic. As she slides, and spider should slide. Hooray for sliding spiders, but don't slide her around too much. It will annoy her. And for comparison, here she is with the Kingdom Blackarachnia. And here she is with the Masterpiece Blackarachnia. So you can see how that works out. So, there you go. Now, as far as articulation goes in spider mode, and these being the robot mode arms, they have the same amount of articulation. They do what the other arms did. You can rotate that up and down. You have that rotation, up and down, all that good stuff. The mandibles, again, are spring-loaded. The mouth, again, can open and close. This entire section here with the legs can move up and down. And again, spider legs on a ball joint at the base. You have that hinge there that can bend. And that is pretty much it. You don't get a whole lot of articulation in spider mode, but what needs to move does move. And you can bring in the display base with this adapter, and this is just going to plug in right back here. Just make sure you get everything nice and situated. And there you go. You can have your spider posed however you want, and that looks quite menacing. So, there you go. So there you have a metal spider, and yeah, really nicely done figure here from TransArt. You know, the robot mode looks fantastic, looks gorgeous. The spider mode looks fantastic, looks gorgeous. The detail, the paintwork are just amazing. This figure is really just going to stand out on a shelf. Just be careful with those spider legs when you first take them out of the box. Just use the method that I showed you to get them moving first time around. After that, you'll be fine, but be careful with them right out of the box. That's the only real issue I had with the figure. You know, there are some tight joints, but those can be fixed by just loosening some screws, so that's not the end of the world. That's fixable. But yeah, overall, very, very nicely done figure here. So there you go. Now, if you would like this figure for yourself, you can pick it up from bombusb.net. I'll put a link to their site in the description down below so you can check that out. Now, you can also get third-party Transformers from BigBadToyStore.com, as always linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. You can also check out my third-party Transformers playlist for any reviews you may have missed, also linked in the description down below, so you can check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Love, Peace, Paranormal, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the TransArt Metal Spider, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, Bomb in your face. Oh, Waspinator is so bored. Waspinator needs someone to talk to. Oh, look, there's the spider lady. Hello, spider lady. Why is spider lady even standing around like that?